There we go. I'll do for the end. Hello, everybody. This is Salutations. Right back into this. Everybody dance and groove to the music. You're looking for insect netting on eBay. Your old ones are torn and you want to keep your windows open in summer. Good idea. I've been thinking of getting those kind of things for my windows as well, because they're good for them. So that freaking bees or such big things don't fly into the apartment. I should do that. Because we did have that bee incident a little while ago. So none of that would happen. Excuse me. There, that's much better. I have a foot bath down here. Gonna soak my feet in them if I feel too hot. It's surprising how chilly the how chili pepper the water still is. I mean, under my finger in there, it's still cold. Really cold water. Wasps are evil. Yes, we know. We have talked about wasps and bees for millions of times already. We know. And Jesus had the same one for almost 10 years, made of metal and stapled in from the outside. Well, that's the best way to do it. Sturdy enough for a cat to climb on it. Best ones, then. Those are the best ones, the metal types. They last for ages. They're really cheap, around £2 a kit, which is enough for 2 large windows or a few small ones. Sounds good. Speaking of bees, a wasp entered your room yesterday. Ugh. Now we know, and we do know how evil they are. Cool looking, but don't want them near us. Oh, by the way, I want to test out something that I added to my Streamlabs OBS that, if ever, during the live stream at any point, somebody is going to come in and ask what game I'm playing or anything. So I took a Behemoth's advice from yesterday, and I did this. Somebody asks. I'm gonna just flash that text in. What is the name of this game? You know, just a reminder. Just a reminder. Get it? I'm sure you got it. There. You should still consider that one cute, even if it scared you half to death by flying around. Only downside was that you had to be outside of the window to staple it on the 8.5th floor. Oh yeah, that's another good thing. At least your apartment block has windows with nets fitted through along with Venetian blinds. I had to buy my own blinds, and I will have to get my own nets as well. Hello there, Pavel. I think your name was Pavel. Yeah. The way it groomed itself when standing still is totally adorbs. So, where were we? What were we doing? I think I need to go back to Joroslev 4. Because now that we have the droid with the repellent in it, maybe we can use that on the things around here? At least that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I did remember correctly then. Good. Last name Partisan? Well, if it is. I think this is the quarter with the old guy. The Yoda. Right? Yeah. I don't think we could do anything with him. Just gotta jump. I can multitask. I gotta kill these again? Or not kill, do something else. I'm fine. Just fine. Get over here. Ugh. It'd be nice if the ice block wasn't in the way of my mouth. Seem to be mostly remembering your Cyrillics then. Huh. Didn't know that you had studied Cyrillics. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Coming through. Only through GeoGuessr. That makes sense. You've played that a lot. And you've learned the Cyrillic letters because of doing Google translations and such. I mean, that's how I learned Japanese, watching anime. Hey there, Jack. Hello. So, do I still have rocks? I have only 2 small rocks in my inventory. I don't think that's a good thing. I feel like I've screwed everything up when I attacked them before, and now I have to attack them again, but there are no other small rocks to pick up. Well, ain't that a bitch and a half? Can't use that. Never learned Cyrillics yourself. You know about acrylics, though, as you used to be a makeup artist at one time. Well, that's a totally different thing. You also learned by watching anime, that way you will multitask when you watch things. I didn't learn everything about Japanese, but I know words here and there and the usual, you know, statements and such. But I wouldn't know if I went into Japan right now and somebody started to talk Japanese to me, and I would be just like, what? I really don't know what we're even supposed to be doing right now. Why do you need to learn more? You say that you need to learn. That got me curious. Is it for... I'm sure it's for a specific reason. I knew that joke was coming, Jace. I just saw that joke coming. And I wasn't even laughing before it happened. It's like one of the oldest jokes in the book. Because you love the language. Ah, so only just out of curiosity or such. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Everybody should do that if they want to learn a language. Just go on and learn it. You don't have a Japanese sweetheart if that's what you're thinking. No. I mean, you can love a language if you want to. There doesn't need to be a reason for it. If you just want to learn it, then you just learn it. Go and learn it. That's all you need to do. You do know a short German lass, though. So it was factual as well. Well, still, it was a joke. That doesn't work. Because everybody knows it. Started to learn Spanish last weekend. Spanish is a curious type of a language. Yeah, I've killed all of these aliens before. I don't know how they're back. I think we may have screwed up last time when I killed all of them. Because all of the 3 are back and I only have 2 pebbles to throw. Unless I'm still missing something that I need to do before we can do anything here. I'm just gonna go visit the Yoda. Just for funsies. Really, this pathfinding. You're not gonna talk to it because you're on the wrong side, are you? Yep. Just as I thought. Like I said, pathfinding. Oh, I didn't really expect to find anybody on this desolate rock. Welcome to the rock. Well, I suppose I had better leave you alone then. Oh, you really do leave them alone. And pathfinding, it's an algorithm. Yeah, apparently their algorithms don't work. There's nothing we can do with Yoda. Because it was just the same options as last time. The only thing that's been good so far for us from all of these places was the droid that we got. That now has a repellent in it. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. This game is confusing me. Здравствуй, товарищ Murzu. That's how we greet. In different languages. Did I miss anything on the other planet that we were at? The Lock's Ass Theory. Or was this the place where I got the droid from? I really don't know what I'm doing here, so. Okay, too dangerous. Too dangerous. Still too dangerous. Too dangerous. So we cannot even land on this planet at all. That answers my question. So ascend from the planet. Just tell me, is the planet with the Yoda and the blobs and other monsters the place we need to go now? Is that the planet that we need to be on? Better not enter the danger zone. Well, there's no highway to it, so Easy to avoid. Yes, and you have everything. Okay. Let's go back then. Oot niin mahdottoman nätti, että siitäpä nimittää 8 markkaa. Kiitti vaan. En tiedä, että mä oon nätti. No, jos Mursu niin sanoo, niin sit mä oon. Sorry, went in to finish there. You can play Mursu on it. Highway to the danger zone. Let me read that message again. Oot niin mahdottoman nätti, että siitäpä nimittää 8 markkaa donate. Murzubov is just saying that I'm so damn pretty that he gave me a donation for it. Thanks. I try to look my best every time. Send to planet. You miss Archer. Well, I think Archer is still on Netflix, so you can always rewatch it every time. I've never watched Archer, but I've heard a lot of good things about it, but I just never felt like watching it. So, select quadrant. Most boring donate reason. Yeah, you called me pretty. That's good and reason enough for me. Just don't be expecting seeing anything special. Jace didn't realize season 9 came out till a couple of weeks ago. I didn't even know that Archer had that many seasons. You think my mustache is having an effect on people? Does it have magic powers? No, it just looks stupid. I actually need to trim it a little bit. Mute says that she can't comment on Twitch for some reason, so she'll need to lurk again. Really? Has she tried... Mew, if you're in here, have you tried refreshing the webpage? I mean, it sometimes might need a couple of refreshes. Well, Jace is helping Mew on Discord right now, so... Jace knows what to do. Jace knows what to do, yes. English is a language. So. We have something to do with Yoda, that's for sure. But I think I actually do need to go to the monsters and blobs again first. I'm guessing I would need to capture some of the blobs. You have literally never seen that happen before. Well, it has happened to me, and refreshing worked. So. It's just a weird glitch on Twitch. That's all it is. Did I go yet again to Yoda's quadrant? Gotta remember which quadrant is which. Upper left blobs, lower right Yoda. Alright, so. You once experienced a Twitch glitch, where you could type but nobody else's dialogue was showing up, and refresh soon sorted it out. Yeah, that was a big problem for a while on Twitch. That happened to a lot. That happened to a lot of people where they just couldn't see anybody's chat. Happened to me on a lot of streams. And it lasted for almost a week. But then they got sorted. They sorted it out. They found what the problem was, and everything was hunky-dory again on Twitch. At least the good thing about Twitch is that they fix their problems once people notify. Millions of people notified about the problem. They get on it immediately. Find the potatoes. Oh my, walking potato. Well, you mention it like that. They do kind of look like a potato, don't they? With very cartoony eyes. So, am I supposed to attack these guys again? I'm assuming so. Is that what I'm supposed to do in here? Around the world, around the world, around the world, around the world. And yes, Goblin, I actually am asking you this. If you didn't catch on to it. I'm not just rhetorically asking, I'm actually asking. Because you have the walkthrough. Do it, okay? So once again, we have killed an innocent alien trying to eat a blob. I can't help but feel partly responsible for the poor creature's demise. That's a hole in the ground, that is. A small blob thing. I'd move house if I was him. Either that or get a decent front door. Still can't talk to these creatures. But then again, I really wouldn't expect a reply. So, do we once again do this to all of them? As before? I still do have the problem that I don't have enough rocks to throw. I feel like that is a huge problem. That was him pathfinding his way from the front of the car to the next screen. Hint? Yeah, I could use a hint. Don't say I need to use the droid somehow. Only kill one. Yes, this is Amiga. Yes. This is one of your games, Hurricane Universe. I give free hint. Get more rocks. I can't. Otherwise, I would have found them already. So I killed one, and now I got these blobs following me. Can't pick them up. But if I now use the droid on the blobs. Yeah. Is there nothing this domestic droid can't do? Okay, so now we have blobs. These blobs see you as a daddy person, yeah, kinda. Because I saved their lives. So of course they would follow me. But now I have them in me pockets. So that's how we get some blobs. Next question is, what the heck are we gonna do with these blobs? That's because my green screen is not there. That's why it's showing a kitchen. So now I need to befriend an alien? This game is just getting weirder by the second because you have no clue that this is exactly what you need to do. Use the blobs with the alien. Can't use that. Throw a blob? I don't think that would be of any use. Attack the alien with the blobs. I don't think that would be of any use. Insert the blobs into the alien. No. So I guess I don't need to do anything with the blobs with the alien. Am I supposed to bring the blobs to Yoda? That's my next step of thinking that I might be doing something right. Maybe I should be playing a little game of hot and cold with Goblin. If I give out an idea, yeah, Yoda did say that he is hungry and he would scavenge for any kind of food, or if a food just appears at them, he would eat it. I guess the blob would be food. Sorta, kinda. Let's go to Yoda and give him some blobs. See? The pathfinding is awful. Just... how did they program this so bad? All I'm trying is to get to this side of the screen. Jesus Christ, he can't even get past the fucking rock. Oh, it's easy to tell it's not Blob Ross because the blobs are blue. Blob Ross is pink. And don't you forget it. He's pink. So pink. Alright, let's talk to Yoda again. Hello, blah blah blah. Why do you live here all alone?
30 years ago, space ladder since.
Wait, so there are more you?
Of course, I replied.
Oh yes, how silly of me.
But you surviving has been easy.
What do you live on? Because I haven't seen enough around here to feed a fly on. Well, I got some rocks. How about these small blob things that I picked up earlier?
Blobs, they're my favorite. Thank you very much. In return for your kindness, all I can offer you is this pretty stone thing.
Ah, thank you very much. There we go. We got some stuff. What did we get? A Caravite. This is a refined form of the narcotic Caravite, legally available on the real world. You can't help but cringe at the ethics at work in this place. Caravite in this refined crystalline form is usually ground down to a powder and added to foodstuffs before ingested. You wouldn't touch the stuff with a barge pole. Yeah. So we got some narcotics, huh? I got a feeling we need to find that other alien that has stopped us before. And save. Thank God you can run your heating pump as air condition. Clever. Heating pump as an air conditioning device. Very clever. Me, on the other hand, window open, oscillating fan, blasting, bearing. Just gotta bear it. Ascend from planet to heavens. And now we gotta just navigate course. Or we could do that if the game would work properly. Good thing I saved. The verbs on this are just annoying. Jump into car? What's wrong with yous? The programming in the game is awful in all accounts. The usage of verbs to do stuff, freaking pathfinding. The puzzles are nonsensical because you don't know that that is exactly what you need to do. There's a lot of bad stuff about this game. But yeah, the crashing is the worst. And happened on the same spot again. I'm getting worried about this. Very, very worried. Come jump in my car. Anybody know that song? Anybody? Don't tell me I'm the only one who knows that song. Somebody must know that song. Please. Let's just ascend from the planet. Make a save here. And hope for the best. So I'm thinking of going back to the Philanop asteroid cluster. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you serious about this? No, that's not when it happens, Goblin. It happens when I touch the icon for laying a course. If I touch that icon on the bottom left, that's when it crashes. Every time. It's not me just clicking on it or anything, just hovering the pointing finger at it. Tooltip, no AutoVec may help with that problem. How do I do that? You gotta help us out here, Turrican. Yeah, see? I just hover it, then bam, dead. Does the no AutoVec help even if I have made a save state? Gotta guide me through here, Turrican. I don't know what I'm looking for. Yep. Is it game properties that I'm looking for, or... Help. Game properties, okay. So... on the line under preload, so here. No AutoVec. And press OK. Writing the disk. Please wait. I'm just checking the temperature on outside. 25 with 69% humidity. Yeah. Still nothing but sunshine. So now I can Does it still work if I do load state? Because it is emulation. Has it saved it there, or do I need to restart everything over? I'm just asking Turrican. I could just continue, so I can... well, let's see if it worked. Load state. No, it still crashes. Let's see, game properties. It is there. No Odovec. But it still crashes. Technical difficulties, people. At least I've only been streaming this for 30 minutes. So if we give up here, I can move on to something else. I see Retro Brian. Hello. Got any other ideas, Turrican, about how we might be able to fix this? Yeah, that's what I was thinking about, because if I load up a save state, it hasn't recognized this. So... when was the last time I saved in the game for real? Because the saving the game option also kind of was derpy. I'm gonna have to check how far back we are in the last proper save in game. No, it's not caused by the save state, no, Petri, that's the game itself. The emulation doesn't work properly. Hover car. So that's pretty much before we went into space. Not bad. Not too much behind. Not too far behind, if you ask me. We're right here. Not bad. So we can do this. Easily. It's not the emulation that can happen on real Amiga. Crashes like that and can sometimes be fixed with various tooltips. Huh? Okay. Turrican knows this shit, so listen to him. He will tell us what's wrong. I mean, Turrican, you have said that you have like 5 different Amiga computers. Ouch, that really hurt. Some commoners are so security conscious. I totally remember to do this. You have too many. Well, at least you know your stuff, so you can help me out when something goes wrong with the games. Like right now. Hello, hum, display screens, greetings, user. Let's get through this. Let's just do this. No, not push pull. I need insert. This into there. Light everything up. Then we use this. Alright, 7764. There. I remembered! I usually remember key codes and everything. Of course, but at least you can help me out here if anything goes wrong. You know enough. Let's say it like that you know enough to help out. All these visions. Quite the huge palace, I have to say. Why with all the space? Unless you're in a space station. You're in a Death Star. That's the guy we need to find once we get the crystalline. Visual on dot. Yeah, yup. Greetings, alien thing. Let's just be polite. I don't want to die here. Got nothing on me. Shouldn't take long, and yes, you used to own Amiga as well, but you're not familiar or resource huggy bling bling people wanting with their Amiga emulators these days. Other tool tips to try are cache or no cache. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. If the game crashes, which might not happen. So we're gonna set a course to this planet first because we need to get the droid first. But it looked like you had that Vic error message. Well, let's hope that it doesn't appear anymore. Descend. And now select quadrant. This one. Instead of the space vehicle, breathe normally. There's the asshole. One of the a-holes. Well, I'm gonna take your robot and use it to destroy you. That's what I'm gonna do. But first, I'm gonna make a save state here now that we have the new system installed with the game. So to speak. And I am going to try out saving the game proper. Save file, get droid. Really, this pathfinding, so derpy. He stopped going to pick up the item because he got stuck on a crater. If anything in the game that's going to annoy the hell out of me, it is going to be this guy not being able to get around a rock. At least we got the groovy music going. Now combine this with that. CS5 little interface and cleaning agents. Roger Wilco would give his left testicle for that kind of a device. It would make his job a lot easier. Well, you get from me on frickin'. God damn, I hate this thing. The pathfinding, I mean. So use the droid on these guys. Again. Now that's a handy domestic droid for you. Let's just get out of here. Whee! And he just fell over, yeah. One of them ran away, one of them vanished, and the last one just fell over. Was there anything else on this planet? Too dangerous. I think all the other quadrants are just too dangerous. Yeah. Let us ascend to the heavens from this nightmare. I'm gonna make a save, state save again. Because it feels like a good thing to do. Yaroslav. Yaroslav. Sounds like Danish or Norwegian. Yaroslav. Descend to the helm hole. Quack, 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 quack. So all I need to do is just throw a rock at one of these things to get the blobs. Hey, what do you know? A rock. That he cannot get to because he decided to get stuck in between the rock and an alien. This pathfinding is going to be the death of me. And I just know it. And besides, we got bottomless pockets. He even said it himself. So we can pick up all these rocks. And we wouldn't have to care about anything. Like running out of space. Space in our pockets. Well, that seems to be all of them anyway. So, let's get to work. We shall throw... Not where. We shall throw a rock at you. Yes, the programmers have never heard of A-star pathfinding. I don't think anybody even knew what pathfinding was. So if I go off screen, come back. No, it's still one blob. But they've started to multiply. Any extra blobs? A lot of them. Game was probably made by 1 or 2 people in a month. Certainly feels like it. Hey there, Rommel. Member of the Potato Squad yet kills potato aliens for no reason. When there is a reason. It was an evil potato trying to eat all of these cute blobs. We need them for sustenance ourselves. A-Star has been around since the late 60s. Like I said, they haven't heard of pathfinding, period. So let's use our cleaning droid to suck all these up. Yeah, that'll do. Yep, that works. That kind of animation works, sure. I guess one person made the game and the other tested it and said, yeah, that's okay. Everything's good. Yeah, except for a couple of things, like the puzzles, the story, everything else. Yeah, I can see you typing, Specky. Why do you ask? Why did I just ascend from? I need to stay in this planet. Yoda is on the same planet. What am I thinking about? Is it as poorly working as I Have No Mouth? I Have No Mouth, the pathfinding and everything is superior to this. This game is a garbage when it comes to how it works. You get stuck on each freaking rock and even the hover car everywhere. Pathfinding is not existent in this game. Just look at this. Let's see if I can get this to work like last time. Nope. I need to exit on the right part. Like if I come to the other screen from here, he gets stuck on that little rock and can't go to the left side because it will force him to go back out to the right side. That's how bad it is. So yeah, I Have No Mouth is a masterpiece of gaming compared to this. In so many ways. Let's make another save state. But also... Let's save the game itself. Not Yoda. All else fails, you could try the PC version. Hello, I didn't really expect to find anybody on this desolate rock.
And we never really expected to have...
How did you get here? Weren't you in Star Wars or something?
But you're surviving as a disease.
How about all these small blob things that I picked up earlier?
Blobs, they're my favorite, thank you very much.
See how bad the pathfinding is, Grummel. I'm clicking on, there's the cursor. I'm clicking on so I want to exit from to the, so we can go back to the previous screen. Is he moving? There he moves. Now the Hermit sounds more like Louis Armstrong. Now that would be a little bit more different.
It's the ease of green.
That's Louis Armstrong from my voice acting.
But he was more like this.
So he was like a super old Yoda. Like there's any difference. Now you would think that there is no difference between the two voices, but there is a distinct difference between the two voices. Okay, let's save the game itself again. Got drugs. No, not go drug. Got drugs. There. Yeah, graphics are nice, music is good and cool, but otherwise the gameplay is just crap. Pathfinding is really obnoxiously bad, and the puzzles in the game are just stupid. So freaking stupid. Yes, plane. Alright, people, moment of truth. Will it crash? It didn't crash! We can actually continue the game. I'm just making a state save. Just to be safe. So it didn't crash. Now we can continue the game. Yay! Back to the cluster. So we're in No Man's Sky version 0.1 then. No, this is Space Ace, the adventure. Greetings, Snorlax. Glat. Snore, almost Snorlax.
Snorlax, Galactic Enterprise. It's you again. Remember what I said? You better have something good to trade this time, puny worm.
I have some sort of shiny crystals. I'm sure it must be worth something.
That's sci-fi, dummy. I expect I could give you a reasonable deal on that. To come down to the wheel room with me to do a transaction. You'll have to talk manually because my auto-talking computer is out of action at the moment.
Of course it is. Oh, crap. Really? I have to do this? Should I save state here or try to go for it and save state before we get into... Damn it. Almost had it. Now we're gonna do a save state. Whee! Does this guy look like his backbone goes down, yet the pants go horizontal? It's an alien, so could easily. The huge bulky mass of the Snorglat vessel dominates the launch bay as it comes to rest, hissing as it transfers its weight onto its hydraulic landing gear. It lowers and releases your PTV onto the landing platform. The artificial wheel world area is easily breathable if permeated with the smell of something like old engine oil. Big guy. Okay, Snorglat, let's do the business.
And over the carbide scum, humanoid. My side of the deal has been taken care of. You're now on the real world, and I'm on pain.
Not so fast, alien. I think this carbide is worth just a bit more than a toe to the real world. Don't you?
You're back on our little deal, little worm. I'm warning you, don't mess with me. I've just been itching to try out my new blaster.
Go ahead, Snorglat. Make my day. I think I'm gonna be dead here. Don't threaten me, you alien thug. Do you really think you can get away with shooting me in cold blood?
Cold blood? Oh, I think your blood will be plenty warm enough after my blaster has heated it up. You think you're a big shot, don't you? Well, I'm going to give you an even bigger one, item.
Oh, there goes my head. And he took the carbide and left me dead here. Oh! Lucky for me that he left his gun on stun. Oh. Okay. Unless it was already a stun gun to begin with. You know? At so close a range, it is impossible for me to make out of the entirety of Snorglat's ship, but I can feel the searing heat emanating from the hull of the vessel. Yes, it's yet another monitor. Can we use the monitor? You can't use that. This looks, not surprisingly, like a landing light. I wouldn't have thought that the real world would really need them due to the high-tech nature of things in the space. But there you go. Yep, that's my cool car. A very ominous looking gateway that leads from the landing bay to the rest of the real world. Anybody else got a bad feeling about this? Wheel whirl. Being vaporized by an electric beam is not exactly my idea of fun. I wasn't thinking it would be a fun idea. This seems to be the control panel for the gateway. I think I need some form of ID to operate it though. Oh. Insert the ID card into it? You can't insert that object into there. How about use it then? Just use it in general? No. What can I do? I've already used everything that makes sense. Maybe I'll attack the control panel with the ID card. I don't think that would be of any use. You're of no use.
Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it!
Fine. Can I use this monitor? Why not? It is an ID card. An ID card is a thing that you use to go through some kind of things that needs an ID. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Am I even close, Goblin, on what to do here? Earlier, I tried to say that we should play a little bit of a hot and cold game. That if I say some kind of an idea out loud, you would give me if I'm cold or hot. As in, if I'm closer to the solution, or that is the solution, or if I'm far away from it. So I wasn't even close, so that would be cold. Do I go back into the car? What the? So I just gotta find a landing spot where we can enter from. How am I supposed to know where we are right now? Landing bay, reference 09X. Not typical of most landing bays due to this association with the nearby docking areas. Primarily designed to accommodate heavier vehicles, 500 tons or over. Access is restricted to employees of Kaitan Industries Incorporated. Okay. Oasis City's primary landing bay. This bay is open to all residents and visitors to the real world. Access is given freely. Visitors to pay 40 euros. Are reminded not to leave personal possessions around the bay area. Any accompanying package will be confiscated. Visitors to Bay 40E are reminded not to leave personal. I read that wrong. I thought it would say that we need to pay. This bay serves the Cortex Precinct, one of the real world recreation areas. Visitors to this area are advised to be vigilant, especially around the Wheel Street and Archway areas. Okay. This is the Wheel World's major sporting arena, where the legendary Wheel Warriors have held the AstroTurf Champions title for the last 5 years running. Cool. Twinned with Bay A1H, this bay serves the Archway area. Traffic in this bay has recently lightened due to the re-establishment of anti-grav repulsors in Bay 1H. Heavier transports are requested to use Bay 1H. Twinned with Bay 2H, this bay serves the usually busy Archway area. Recent problems with anti-grav repulsors have been rectified, allowing access to heavier transports as well as lighter vehicles. Being close to both the Xenomorph Bay and the Magellan block areas, this is a well-used bay. Fees are charged for use of this bay. To subscribe to the service, contact your nearest transport representative. Temporarily out of service due to recent technical problems. Largely an area, Paradise Fields, an area of development, Paradise Fields is also home to rival gangs and general low-life types. Visitors to this area are urged to exercise extreme caution. It is best avoided if at all possible. Organized crime is on the increase in this area. Good to know. Genefix Corp power plant. Genef Corporation were one of the major contributors to construction of Real World, along with Kaitan Industries Incorporated. Genefix stations provide the Real World with 95% of its energy needs. This landing bay serves the Paladon district area and as such is generally one of the Real World's busiest bay areas. This landing bay is classed as restricted zone to non-pass holders. Got a feeling we should go first to the primary landing. Maybe. The world is spinning. As the stars beyond the Real World rotate against this vast arced horizon, Boris' senses starts to reel. An uneasy feeling of vertigo swamps his mind, and once again a strange vision takes shape before his mind's eye. He sees the giant form of a gold robot surrounded with service gantries. Boris is somehow aware that this is a powerful new vehicle for the Emperor King Naimieses. As the evil ruler's body has now reached an advanced state of decay, he orders his brain remnants to be removed and built into the statuesque machine's head. As the implant is inserted, the robot's eyes glow ominously with a spark of life. So transferring your brain into a robot. I haven't heard that story before. Huh. Almost looks like a dragon armor from Elder Scrolls or Daedric. Yeah, it kind of looks like Daedric if you made it black. Staring at the stars makes me feel the size of a gnat. It's also making me quite dizzy. What a strange little droid. I think he's a mechanic of some description. It's the mechanic's toolbox. It contains only a coil of high tensile steel-like cable. Yep, it's another monitor. What a strange little droid. Can we talk to the droid? There's no reply. Nope. Before I try anything, I'll just save. Whoops, I think I might have pushed it a little too hard. I don't know why, but that felt like a good thing to do. It seems the game is, that's how you play the game. You just, if something feels like a good idea, do it. You can't do that, so I can't open it, but can I pick it up? What did we get? A cable. This is a high tensile steel cable similar to that used in lift shafts, but not nearly as heavy. Okay. So that's the only thing we got from the box. Anything else in there? Apparently not. So we just got some cable. No Deadpool. No? Not a good joke? Didn't think so. Can I now use the ID card over here? Unless I need to go to all of these landing sites in the hopes that I get to the right place. Whee! Okay, that sounds like a good place to go next. This game is so weird. Oh, this is the place where we started. Okay. Good to know that. What was this? Oh yeah, no, those twin places. Oasis City. Simply put, the Oasis City is the collective name given to a group of blocks just to the southwest of the Carinta spaceport. Almost the self-governing operation. It is the home to hoodlums and other social undesirables. Interesting. Carinta Spaceport, the busiest, largest of real-world passenger spaceports. Liners leave regularly from this port to destinations all over the known universe. This now defunct landing bay once used to serve the map for all paradise fields and for business. The existing landing bay is strictly prohibited. Enivocon Center. Enivocon Center is the real world's primary environmental control center, responsible for the maintenance of the stations and artificial gravity and air supply. Other backup systems exist in the event of a control failure. Good. Not terribly shocked not to have heard much of this game, honestly. I had never heard of this game before myself. Joy, I think this computer's high temperature nature is catching up. Seems to be triggering a heat protect circuit more and more. Ooh, that's never a good sign. Temporarily out of service due to recent technical problems. Got it. There any other places that we can look at? Megafarm Toy Company. Producers of fine quality toys is the sales line used by Megafarm's executives. This may well be the case, but the growing rumors hint at the fact that Megafarm is also a cover for a vast carbide refinement facility aimed at supplying the population's growing carbide dependence. Is that so? Fees are charged for use of this bay. Magellan Block. Named after the first governor of the real world, this area is still the richest urban side of the station. Home only to millionaires and company executives, a VIP pass is necessary just to visit this luxury Canarb. Or Canarb. Khalif himself has his real world home in this block. Good for him. Who the hell is Khalif anyway? Scarp Project South. Scarp projects are primarily industrial sites, home to many engineering companies and scientific labs. Usually sponsored by off-world investors, the Scarp projects are heavily guarded. Gotcha. This sounds like a good place to go to. Yep. Access to land denied. Gotcha. Can I land on either of these? Okay. Is it a laptop or a desktop? At least when you walked by the computers on the display the other day, prices were nice and low. It's a laptop Windows 8 model. Then cleaning out all the dust and replacing the thermal paste is significantly harder. I think it's a major issue of tight airways and such. Usually is. There's nothing here. Ain't that just grand? Just perfect. Then how about number 1? Can we land there? Can we find something there? A place we can go, actually. Good. I was hoping that we could actually be able to go somewhere. You just listen to this music. I'm gonna visit the fridge. You get to see it. I choose you. He did a drink. It was the Yoda voice and the Louis Armstrong that made my throat hurt a little bit. Hey there, Pale Death. How's it going? Haven't seen you in a while here. That's one hell of a green screen. Everything looked so real. That feels a little bit better. Let's go in and... Are you really stuck on the car? Jeez. The pathfinding. The pathfinding. Vacation with family, so... that explains. Hopefully you had a good time. Arriving at the Archway, the cityscape of the real world can be seen seething with life. Hover vehicles flit past along the stressed laminated carriageway which curves into the distance. Various forms of monorail run overhead and flashing displays and signal lights wink on and off over the faces of alien tower blocks. And there's another terminal. Oh, this one is broken. Just one of the thousands of buildings that give the real world a stifled, claustrophobic atmosphere. Cool. An overpass suspended by arched suspension beams. It looks like a hotel. It was probably grand in its day, but I can't help but think it looks a bit run down now. Wow, now that's a cool looking car. It looks like a discarded flask of liquid. But what? I'm not too sure. Well, if it's discarded, we're gonna take it. So we got ourselves this. It appears to be a flask of some sort of beverage, although you can only guess at the actual contents. It is unlabeled. The reek of alcohol permeating the stopper of the bottle tells you that it is probably quite an intoxicating brew. Can you not use the keys to move the character? I haven't actually tried. Usually that's not a case that you could do in point-and-click adventures. Nope. Not possible. I wonder what happens if I just stay here. I'm sure nothing bad can happen to us. I mean, it is an open road, but it's really quiet. Really? Surely you can hit me. Back with Space Quest. Yep, we are. Roger Wilco in universe. Seriously? I would have really thought that there would be a death sequence right here. Getting run over by that car. He goes around picking up rocks, waste fast food containers, and flasks full of mystery fluids. Is this how Roger Wilco got started? Pretty much. Pretty much. Beyond the edge of the archway lies the Wheel Street, a seedy area lit only by the garish glow of neon signs and advertisement screens. High overhead, the patchwork cityscape of the inner wheel world surface can be seen forming a vast arch across the sky, its edge bristling with the docking piers and spaceship terminals. You are separated from the Wheel Street by a deep transport channel, above which hangs a small, precarious-looking elevator platform. The elevator looks like the sort used for lifting heavy goods and the like. It's a huge neon light advertisement as seems to be so common on the real world. The dejected tramp sits next to a burning barrel to keep himself warm. Space. Apparently it's the final frontier where no one can hear you scream. It's also really cold. If I had a pound for every monitor in this place, they would have had like 10 pounds by now. At least. That's the floor! It's quite a drop from the elevator to the floor. I don't think it would be incredibly advisable to jump it. Really? If you're gonna say it like that, I'm gonna take your challenge up. I'm gonna do it. Just jump to the floor. I can't quite jump to the... Shit. Drink it, drink it, drink it! Well, if you say so. Let's see. Eat, drink... the flask. You can't eat that! I was trying to drink it. Apparently you can't. Can I eat a rock? Fine. How about we use the capo with the elevator? Alright. Can we use it? Can't use that. It looks like it can control for the elevator. A variety of knobs and switches seem to be the controls. That's what I was looking for. How did we use things last time? I need to push or pull, maybe? You know, pull on a knob or push a button. Or not. Did it work with the air vent? Why does it work? Why does it not work here? Never mind. Oh, great. The elevator's just blown up. Perfect. Now, can we just jump down? So maybe now I can use the cable? There we go. It was a good thing I got the cable with me before we got here. That's the way to do it. Maybe I'll be a fireman when I'm older. Firemen don't really climb on ropes, you know. I did, when I started to play this game, I did say that this guy's an idiot. It's kind of proving my point right here. Unless in England they climb a lot of ropes and cables to get to places and all that. How does this look on the camera? Is this a good way of me doing the live stream? I mean, I'm sure the view is just great. You can see everything that's happening on the webcam. I've got you wondering, perhaps it might be a part of the exercise requirements. Probably is. Well, they kind of go through a kind of a exercising field like they do in the army, you know? Gotta go through all the rubber tires and climb over walls and then probably climbing on ropes and such. Kind of makes sense. They sound like a serious radio narrator. Well, that's pretty bad. So, here we are. Achievement unlocked, face for radio. Yeah, evidently. So here's our hero. Right now, going to be talking to a tramp. Let's see what kind of information he can get out of a tramp.
Oh, hello! How are you?
I have nowhere to live, I'm cold, I'm hungry, I have nobody to speak of. For the perfect life, yes, fine.
I just hate to see people cold, moneyless, and hungry. Is there something I could do for you?
That's about a fat there is. I'm really hungry. I don't suppose you've got any food or anything, have you?
I can offer you a handy domestic droid. I'm selling these fine leather jackets. I've got this flask. Here's some kind of beverage. Got a credit card, if it's use to you. I'm getting the cheers for all the wrong reasons. Well, I've got this flask. Here's some kind of beverage.
Yes, thank you. I don't have much to repay your generosity with, I'm afraid, but take this ID card. It may prove to be useful getting you into places that are otherwise off limits. I hope it helps you to overthrow the Emperor. Go now. I wish you the best of luck.
Why are you thinking that we are like some kind of a hero working here to overthrow the Emperor? Where did that assumption come from that we are like a savior of the world? We're just talking to him. How's he doing? He's not doing that fine. And we were kind, offering help. And then we gave him some alcohol. He gave us an ID card, apparently. But where did this assumption come from that we're some kind of a rebel working on overthrowing the Emperor? This is an important looking piece of ID. The official scroll on the card seems to allow access to some quite restricted areas. You gather that the tramp really must have been a weapons specialist after all. Maybe he heard that robots on the asteroid base had tried to kill someone who looked like you, that this fugitive had stolen a car, etc. If that kind of news had gone out into the world, Gabriel, then surely Snorglad would have captured me and taken me for ransom or sold me somewhere for money. Have we skipped the plot at some point? I think we skipped a lot of steps on the plot, like everything. I mean, the only thing that we know that has been told to us, only as a mentioning, was from the girl who died when she was trying to save us. Because she said that there might be some kind of a... Well, not actually her. No. She didn't even explain anything to us. She just said that her father was lost and she hoped nothing would happen to her. And then she just helped us out. But the only mentioning of any kind of a plot, a story of rebellion and taking care of the Emperor was from a vision that Boris had when... well, it was pretty much when we got to the car. When he had that vision of the Emperor talking to his lackey. And he sent the lackey to go out to find this anomaly that is happening. Apparently, it has something to do with some people's prophecy. He doesn't want that to happen. So apparently, Boris is some kind of a prophecy that's going to happen, a legend that is coming reborn to overthrow the Emperor or something, whatnot, but it hasn't been clear. But apparently everybody else thinks that we are some kind of a superhero here to destroy the evil. But our Boris is just doing stuff and like, this is my life now. Sure, whatever. Sounds madly like a development hell and then a rush to publish quickly before money runs out. The storytelling has just plummeted into a hole and it's not coming back out. I mean, is there even dialogue with this guy that could tell us a little bit more? Hello, I was wondering if you could help me out.
Probably not, friend. Not unless you're looking for lessons on how to live rough in misery and despair.
I realize this sounds selfish, but I really need some assistance. I come from a place far away from here, and I'm trying to get back.
Everyone is from afar in this place, friend. If the help you require is of scientific nature, then maybe I can be of assistance. At a price.
I've got a credit card if it's any use to you.
No, keep it. It is of no use to me considering my present situation. Thank you anyway.
I can offer you a handy domestic droid.
No, keep it. Thank you anyway.
I'm afraid not. I'll be seeing you around. So all the questions lead to us getting an ID, and apparently from the ID, this guy was some kind of a weapons expert. So not just the puzzles, not just the goddamn awful pathfinding, but now the story itself is starting to give me a headache. Nothing in this game makes sense. So, how do I get back up? Not a game for a sober streamer like yourself, yeah? Somebody get me a drink. Somebody give me some vodka. Well, it just does it. Good. But how do I get back up here? No. He was talking. I don't care. Yes, yes, I could be a fireman any day. We do have a problem here, Houston. Can I pick up the cable? No. Our problem is I don't know how to get up from here. Cider, 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 cider. It's one of the more fun songs. The Flim Flam song. How do I get back up? I'm just gonna enjoy my... Ah, that's cold. Still wonder how is this water staying so cold? That relaxes me a little bit. Now leaning back is too hard because this chair doesn't breathe, so my back is always like super sweaty after a live stream. But I've had this bucket, well, a tray of water there for a foot bath the whole day because it helps out a little bit of, you know, cooling off. So I just soak my feet there for at least a minute. And then I just take them out. I have towels here. Rest my feet on them. And then let the fan just blow out onto the feet when they're cold. And it cools me off. Yeah. Helps out a lot on a day like this. At least today it hasn't been too hot, but it has been humid again. Humidity is the killer. I mean, every day it has been like warm and humid here. Yeah, they are pretty much made for cold, not heat. Yeah. That is a big problem. And AC would help, but you don't know if it would help a lot. Well, yeah, ACs do help, but Finnish houses and apartments are not designed for, you know, for air conditioners, because it's not a thing here. We don't really have air conditioners in houses here. It's pretty much a luxury for Americans and such. Not a thing here. YouTube provides the answer. A complete set of fireman test exercises. Heavy weightlifting, moving, stair climbing, weights between the legs, no rope climbing. Still interesting. Weights between the legs. Yeah, that makes sense because the hose can be a very heavy thing. They need to bring out fire extinguishers or even carry somebody between their legs. So yeah, it's mostly a South EU thing. Yep. How is it in the nights? You sleep in the high humidity with no air condition? Here in Norway we use heating pumps for heating in the cold winter. But as you say, they also work as air conditioning. I just sleep fine. I never had any problems. Just no bed sheets. That's it. Just a pillow. And that's it. That's all I need. Of course, I have a sheet over the mattress, but I don't have a cover, you know. I don't wrap myself around in a sheet. Just put my head on a pillow and that's it. That's all I need. And some seasoning to spice up this terrible game. Yep, thanks for the cheers. And we went over 100% again. While Goblin is going to give me a hint, I'm going to go fix up this cheers. Don't worry about the sounds, the game is not breaking or anything. That always happens with the emulation when I click outside the window. Follower goal, Bitco. That's what I need. And there was 1 day remaining on it. Hooray! So... Oops. If I can type, that would be nice. Let's see. Let's put a high amount this time. And it's going to end at the end of next month. And the last day of next month should be 31st. Yes. So 08. 31. 2018. There. Start the bit go. And we have it. Aha! I put a high amount there, so it says 0% right now. But even if you cheered a couple of hundred, it would not be 0. It wouldn't be 2% or anything. It's a lot higher amount. The droid is the answer. What? Yes, droid. Over 9,000. No, I don't go for memes. But it's 5,000. That's what I put in. And it lasts for the end of next month. Even Walmarts in America don't typically stock air conditioners, which surprises you. They should do that. The game is Mounty Mix Death Ride. Never heard of it. Sounds intriguing. Is it a specky game? A Spectrum game, I should say. It's a Commodore one. Huh. Maybe I'll have to try out that next time when I do a Commodore 64 stream. You know, random games, but that next... Maybe next time when I do a Commodore 64 live stream, it's not gonna be random. I'm gonna take everybody's suggestions. Everybody suggest a game and I'll play it. But those are fun too. Not just go random, but, you know, real games. Instead of just random. Then what was I doing? Saving. No plot. That's what I'm gonna name it. Because this feels like this game doesn't have a plot, but there is one, apparently. Jump in my car. Everyone suggests Space Taxi. I wouldn't be surprised if people start doing that. Because they know how crappy I am at the game. Thanks. Yeah, that didn't scare me at all or anything. Okay, restricted. Or was this already 1H? No, if we moved, that would be a different. I thought this was already 1H. Don't get stuck in the goddamn car! Sheesh! Who else hates this pathfinding as much as I do? Can you even understand how frustrating that is? Yeah, this is the same place. Yeah, what was I thinking about? I think I just crashed the game. By going back too fast. Oh, this game is superior. I love it. It's great. It's so good. At least I did save here before we moved. Holy crap, this game is bad. Space Taxi is insanely hard for masters of twitchy controls. Well, it has, it's not completely insanely hard, but it has lots of difficult stages. Space Taxi and hard driving C64 double feature. Grumble, I will strangle you. Space Taxi is a good suggestion, but hard driving, no thank you. The input lag you get with emulators will make a game like Space Taxi even harder. True. True. So what if we now use this on that? Do I need to insert the card? There. I guess I'm in the wrong place.
Now, with this new sparkling ID card in our pocket, where could we go? The thumbs down icon is so fitting most of the time. It's so fitting for the game itself. Can we go down here? I highly doubt it. Because we cannot even look at it, so... Access denied. So Goblin, is there a specific place that I need to get to now that I have the ID card? Warm. Okay, so there is a specific place that I need to go with the ID card that I now possess. I think the game crashed. This game is so good. It's so freaking lovely that it keeps crashing all the time. So well balanced and everything. How can you people say that this game is rushed? That it feels like it was underdeveloped and rushed out for cash in? How can you say that? I mean, this is a masterpiece of of adventure gaming. I mean, barely any plot in it. The whole puzzles are nonsensical. Our hero is a freaking idiot. And everything just doesn't make any sense. I mean, seriously, this game is great. Don't blame it on the WHD, Petri. It's always the game's fault. The game is bad. Whenever there is a problem with this game, it's always the game's fault. This game is a perfect work of art in every way. That's exactly what I'm saying. So I'm guessing I cannot use that ID card on any of these arches. I guess the only way to find out which way I need to go is to see if one of these are turned off, because I already have the ID for it. That's what I'm thinking. But there aren't that many places we can go to. I mean, all of these 4 places we can. But it feels like every other place is like restricted. Denied. 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 So the only places we can really go are these 4 places. This is where we found the robot and the cable. This is where we started from. And this is where we went to find the tramp. What other games could one compare this game to? Good question. There really aren't that many games that are designed like this. That you have all kinds of mini games in the game. Well, the layout of the game on how it works, all the amount of commands that you have at your disposal Kind of reminds me of like Lure of the Temptress or Curse of Enchantia. Manhunter is a good comparison, yes, because it had a lot of stupid minigames in it. But it is very unique in its own way. But that's also the downfall of this game, that it is too unique. Something with the music and feeling reminds you of Dune. No, Dune has better music, in my opinion. It's just my opinion. I mean, this game does have cool music to it, but it's very, 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 very... short loops. What are the odds that this game will have an annoying maze in it? Odds? 0. I don't think they would do that in this game because the pathfinding is so difficult. The pathfinding in itself is so stupid that if they did put a maze in here, I would stop playing immediately. Immediately. So... Goblin. The place I need to go to next is one of these 4 places, right? And in that place where I need to go to, I need to use the new ID card that we have. And the problem has so far been that I do not know how to use the ID card, right? I just need to figure out how to use it in the proper way. Cold. Okay. This is one of the landing pads that we have been to that has the working energy field that we need to go to right now. Looks to me like anyone proficient with parkour could so easily navigate around this ring world's security measures. Cold. Okay, so it's the place that already has the open one, and it's this one, I think. Was it this one that was already open? Let's just go there anyway, so. No, it wasn't this one. It's the other. I like this warm and cold style of figuring things out. I just say the idea that I have in mind and you tell me if it's hot, warm or cold. Why do you keep crashing? Why can't you just load the freaking game? Ugh. What's going on? The game doesn't want to work. That's what's going on. The game is just being a big derp. I want to go there. The place we need to be at. Thank you. Why? Why is this? Why? This is just... So what was the other thing Turrican said that I should put down here? Cache? No cache? Is Turrican still here? Maybe he can help us out here. Is Turrican here? Ah, you're back. What was the cache, no cache thing? The game keeps crashing again. So I'm wondering if we can use like the cache, no cache command that you were talking about. So which one could help? It seems to be a problem with the emulation itself this time, because it keeps getting stuck. Just stops, totally gets stuck. It doesn't work anymore. But I'm thinking maybe it would be if we could use the no cache or cache command to help us out. That's what you were talking about before.
I'm just guessing.
If they would help, that is. Instead, try no VBR move. So I erase the Odovec and replace it with no VBR move, right? Alright. No VBR move. And cache. Like that. Is that correct? Yes. Alright. So, okay. There we go. Would you just add all three? I'm just listening to Turek and what he says. I'm going about it by his commands. I know nothing about this stuff. So I'm trusting whoever is guiding me through this, goblin. So let's try it out. No, Odovec didn't seem to do anything since he still had the crash. Didn't see the error message this time though. There wasn't an error message, the game just froze. The game just freezes. There was no error message on the emulation, it just completely freezes the game. Well, you might have heard that Windows message. Looks like they've updated the firmware on this, that it now is telling me that, hey, your batteries are low on your thingy. On your headphones. Good to know. It's nice that it does that. Hello, I was wondering if you could help me out.
Bubbling up, Fred, not unless you're looking for us on the lift from 9 to 5.
Nice 5 you got going there.
No, it's not, but it keeps me from freezing solid. I wish someone in charge would turn up the temperature. Now, you should see my chill blains.
You don't look like you've eaten anything decent for days.
I haven't. I don't suppose you got anything, have you? I don't like to beg, but it seems I have no choice lately.
Well, I've got this flask. It's some kind of beverage. And there's the ID card. I hope it helps you to overthrow the Emperor. We haven't even mentioned anything about the Emperor. And he's like, hey, take this. Overthrow the Emperor. And I like, sure, whatever. Why not? Apparently, that's my destiny over here. Nothing makes sense in this game. Windows was correct. I do have 30% left in the headphones. I'll add it. If the game crashes. That is. Let's just get back to where we're supposed to be at. Yes, it's definitely a fireman's life for me. You really don't know how firemen work, right? Like I said, this guy's an idiot. Like a super idiot. Like a complete moron. Also, last time that animation was broken. He went up way too high and it was just weird. Almost ran us over. So this is the place where I still need to be. Now that we have the ID card. Got it. Something to do with this broken monitor? Because this monitor is broken. Can we use it? Nope. Or maybe I just run down the street. That could do it. Okay. Yep. Arriving at a section of the street known as Kaliv Way, after the local baron of the same name, you see garish advertising displays and busy arcades full of local inhabitants, humanoids, aliens, and cyborgs of varying degrees of unpleasantness. Yes, it's a terminal, but it looks different to the rest. Maybe it's something like a ticket machine for parked vehicles. Now there is someone, or should I say something, who looks like it's overindulged in the local brew. He doesn't look too cheerful. It seems that here on the real world, they also have their share of the homeless. Oh, surprise, surprise! A terminal. At least he's snarky. I imagine that flashing sign attracts punters from miles around. Wonder what it actually says. They look like these decidedly suspicious individuals, especially the short one. It's a bank terminal. This is where the citizens of the real world handle their financial matters. Hey look, it's a dude hanging out. Chill, brah. Excellent, they have arcade machines. This place can't be all that bad. All bad. Well, it depends on what kind of games they have. That could be the place that brightly lit entrance leads to. It's a futuristic taxi, but hey, I don't need it. I've got my own wheels. Yeah, the wheels that you didn't bring with you. Have fun in the bathroom. That would be interesting if you had a bathroom. Then you would have your own band playing music in there. Only Star Wars nerds would get that. Can we talk to this guy? No reply. Hello, Robo. How does the thee fare? You'll get in there somehow someday. Can we use these? I am playing a really bad adventure game. Yeah. It's got groovy music though. Can we go on this side? Okay. Now that's a serious looking alien. But it seems even serious looking aliens had need of taxis now and again. It's a taxi that the rather serious looking alien is attempting to hire. It's a parked vehicle. It's another parked car. This one looks quite heavily armored though. I think its owner knows something about this place I don't. Now this is the future of vending machines. Soon we'll be harassed by levitating drinks machines. Beware. A parking meter. I wonder if the inhabitants of real world hate parking meters as much as people on Earth. This is just one of the many banks of monitors flashing up images too quick to register on the eye. I reckon it's subliminal advertising. The punters in the arcade look totally engrossed in their activities. The game with the vertical bars looks really interesting. I wonder if it's self-advertisement. Hey, we also made this game. Woo! It reminds you a bit of Space Quest in its graphic style, or maybe Blade Runner. It's more like the Space Quest 4 and 5, and King's Quest 5 and 6. Can I not get down there? Apparently not. Well, let's can we talk to this guy? No. Nope. Nope. What? How about use the vending machine? Nope. And the levitating drink machine will shoot cans of soda at us like that robot which Adam and Jamie created before starring in the Mythbusters. Or maybe it's going to be like the robot helper for AVGN that shoots Rolling Rock bottles. Or maybe the killer vending machine in the Maximum Overdrive that kills with a Pepsi can to the nuts. Was it Pepsi or Coca-Cola? I don't remember. But it shoots one can into the nuts of the coach and then another can at the head of the coach and kills him. And then a kid has a squishy head because it gets squished by a raving mad lawnmower or something. And we are stuck. We're stuck. I can't move. The pathfinding has found that one pixel on the screen that makes your hero stuck. Oh, I got free somehow. I got free. This game needs a total rewrite? No, this game needs to put into the freaking toilet and flushed. I am not having a good time with this game. I am calling quits on this game. We will play this for a while here today, but tomorrow I am going to be playing something else and telling this game to go fuck itself. I am done with this. Or maybe I'll play the DOS version or something, because this is just atrocious. This game is so bad. For some reason, you made me think of the two robots from MST3K. Love those guys. Tom Servo and Crow. No love for Gypsy or Cambot. There were more than two robots in the Satellite of Love. You think it needs re-engineering from the ground up? Like I said, it needs to be put into a hot oven and let it melt down until it's non-existent. That's how much I love this game. Yeah, no. I don't think I need hints anymore. Now I just need the walkthrough. I feel like there's nothing telling me here what I could do. I'm supposed to order something? What? Before we go any further, let's save the game. There. Fuck this. Blue dispenser? What blue dispenser? Am I missing something? Anybody know what Goblin is talking about? When he typed the fuck this, you heard it in Dahi in the Noglas. Fuck this. Yeah, fuck this. I haven't watched Dahi in a long time. It's more like they are the first robots that came to mind. You can't remember the Mythbusters one. Is there another escalator? I don't know. Is this an escalator? You're asking me questions that I don't have any answers to. You have to remember, this game is not telling me or showing me anything. And you also have to remember, I am totally aggravated and agitated at the game right now. So this is just getting me outside, out of the other side of it. That's an escalator. That there. That slab of metal. Or concrete or whatever they use in space. In here, in this universe.
That's an escalator. Sure looks like one.
So now what? She is definitely a dispenser of some description. It has a card slot and a small tray where the goods are delivered to the customer. Okay. So it has something. Sure. Okay, can't use that. Can I use this? Okay.
Did you try exploding everything with the Iridium-236 explosive space modulator?
No, I didn't because I didn't find it. Unhappy with your life? Happy car for you. Yeah, screw you. Fine, I'll order some happy carve. Thank you for your custom. Your card is returned. Well, there's a word that people don't use these days anymore. Now, thank you for your custom. That's where the customer word comes from. That you are a customer because you are here to purchase the customs. Or you are doing the customs. So I got another item. Synthetic carbide. This is a sachet of a much lower grade of carbide than the one given to you by the hermit, and as such is worth far less. The synthetic form is constantly in demand from the local populace of the real world. This is too much text. Advertised almost as a health food, it is used to subdue the inhabitants of the real world and ensure good behavior. What do I do with this stuff now then? So I got it. Now what? Do I bring it to the tramp again because he's hungry? Let's just see what happens now with the arcade and all. Can I talk to you? No reply. Can I talk to these guys? No reply. Well, let's see what's behind door number 17. This place is evidently some kind of bar. What exactly served here is not immediately obvious, with alien customers interfacing with terminal consoles as well others ingesting a strange greenish liquid. Who suggested this game? You have never before seen or heard about this game, and more often than not, there is a reason for that. Kevin Mills on YouTube. He suggested on the suggestion page. And this is one of the older suggested games on the list. One of the three neon-lit signs meant to encourage folks outside to come inside. Looks like a state-of-the-art bat and ball game. So it's Pong. I think this is supposed to be a fish tank. Either the fish live in those murky conditions or they're dead. One of the two. It's a terminal. Quite what it's used for, I don't know. This guy seems totally taken in by whatever it is he's playing. This rather jovial-looking character is busy indulging in the delights of the local favorite brew. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere before. Is that supposed to be an alien reference? I guess it is. This guy loves himself. By the way he's looking about, he must think he is really popular and important. It's a terminal. Well, what it's used for, I don't know. Hey, there's Pac-Man up there. This monitor obviously has some connection with the terminal beneath it. Well, what the relationship is another matter entirely. These are commonly known as shelves. In this case, they are used to display a range of intoxicating brews behind the bar. Check out the bar, man! I think his programming has gone a bit dodgy, judging by the way he keeps cleaning his head rather than the bar. I guess that's everything that we can look at. You think I can play the arcade games just for fun? Okay, we're gonna use Invaders. So we can destroy stiff pads, blimps, gymbots, gazoids, Rolfling, Stupod, and Jizza the Hutt. This seems like a very British thing to do. Just judging by the characteristics and everything, it's like a British humor. Yeah, no, I died. I have died. I do love that the game doesn't have any kind of sound effects. Yep. Yep. Dead. Yep. Dead. Yeah, it's Space Invaders. I mean, do you even need to ask? Come on. Everybody knows what Space Invaders is. Damn it. Still haven't hit that hut person up there. Gotcha. Ah! Nope. Nope. They're too low. That! Last life. Damn it! I'm missing all the time! No! They're gonna get me! They're gonna get me! They're gonna get Game over! Good old ancient Atari days. You remember them vividly. Me too! That I didn't have any Atari experience. Yay. Ah, they don't make him like that anymore. Yes, they do. Especially when this game came out, even during that time period, they still made Space Invaders clones. So shut the hell up, mister. Maybe the arcade games are more fun than its host game. Not really. It's just the Space Invaders, you know. If I wanted to play Space Invaders, I'll just turn on Space Invaders. I could play the arcade version, or Commodore 64 version, or Amiga version. You name it. No reply, huh? Hi there. Is anyone sitting here?
Now, would you care to join me? Yes, of course you would. Sit down and introduce yourself. Introduce yourself.
I'm Boris. How are you? Who are you?
I'm really quite surprised you don't know. The name is Theron Thuck of the Security Services Volunteers. You must not be from around here, otherwise you would know of me. I'm quite important, really. See this badge? It's to show the importance of my position within the society. You probably wouldn't believe that yes, I used to be a nobody. You should consider yourself honored to be in the company of such a respected member of the community.
Oh, I do consider myself very honored, I'm sure.
And so you should be, my friend. There are not many who I would allow to sit and drink with me, but you seem to be a decent sort of fellow. Not like some of the submersive mutant scum types around here. And they have no respect for our noble emperor or our alpha-class citizens. You look like you could make a fairly respectable alpha-class, if you worked on it a bit.
Well, I'll go and get the drink, shall I?
Good, the fresh import of gnarl brandy should go down well.
Hello, I'd like to order a bottle of gnarl brandy, please.
Of course, sir. That would be 5 credits, please.
Here's my credit card.
5 credits has been deducted from your account.
I wonder what I need to do with this. Actually, let's take a look at this brandy. Gnarl brandy looks disgusting and probably tastes disgusting as well. Even if you did drink, the sight of this brew in your glass would be enough to make you vomit. Strangely though, it is the most popular drink in the Medea bar, and effect given away by its dominance on the shelves behind the serving droid.
Yeah, big surprise. Alright. Time to combine.
Beep, beep. There, brandy and carbide. Looks disgusting and most popular. Dominance still gives out the same flavor text.
Ooh, a badge.
Maybe it can open the door to do some Atari episodes. Perhaps Pac-Man is a far more ported game than Space Invaders. Media, as in a video bar. Yep. Good job spiking his drink. Well, it was obvious that that's what I needed to do. Here you go. Gnarl brandy as ordered.
Are you not having one? Oh well, no matter. I think I could probably drink forever if I didn't have important work to do.
And he fell asleep immediately. Cheers for the badge, Theron. Bye. So snarky. He doesn't look too important now, does he? Huh. So snarky. Oh.
I was wondering, what could be smelling here right now? What is the smell?
It's me. I mean, this chair does not breathe. So, sweaty back. Ugh. 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 I'm going through shirts daily. I just wear one shirt for a day after the live stream. Into the, well, to the sauna for the night so it can dry off from the sweat, and then into the laundry bin. What is it? It's green. That sounds familiar. Where is that from? With Tomar and Scott. That sounds familiar. But I don't know where it is from. Huh. It's just that it's green. Sounds so familiar. From Star Trek The Next Generation. Where in the Star Trek Next Generation was it from? I wonder, it sounds so... If it is from originally from TNG, then I know why it sounds so freaking familiar. Anything here? Apparently not. There is a doorway, but apparently you cannot use it. The episode where they rescued Scotty from the transporter buffer of a crashed passenger ship. Huh. Okay. Right. I do remember the episode. Now that you mentioned that it's Scotty. I do remember that one. So he saved himself in the buffer for well over 50 years. Yeah. Yep. And he was in shock that he found out that he had been there for so many years. All of his friends long gone. Sad story. But hey, that's how it goes in Star Trek. It's not all about the... It's never about happiness anyway in those series. There's always something bad happening. You know. Should we wait for Goblin? I mean, he is the one who is doing the walkthrough for me. I mean, I'm just gonna wait until he returns and end the stream there. I'm so done with this game. It makes me tired of how stupid these puzzles are. There's nothing... I mean, when you think about all the other adventure games in the world, be it Sierra, be it LucasArts, be it Westwood, they have these kind of subtle hints from when you talk to people, or it's just you can pretty much tell from the situation what you need to do. This game doesn't give you anything. Not even a freaking clue on what you need to do. How was I ever supposed to know that I need to go in here, get that one guy drunk, and get a certain item from a dispenser out here in the middle of nowhere, so I could get a badge from him? Jop, this was made by Core Design. Core Design. Core Design. The plot and character writing SUCKS. Yep. Indeed. No one says anything interesting or informative at all whatsoever, yeah? And then things just happen. apparently. And it works, somehow. Makes sense to me. And I'm just browsing the web for a thing. As in Core Design Limited. Core Design Rebellion Limited was a British video game developer based in Derby, England. Yes. Yeah, they named themselves Rebellion Limited, but they were Core Design Limited. Founded in May 1988 by former Gremlin Graphics employees. That I did not know. Let me see. What are games that they... Well, well-known games that we know that Core Designs have done or developed. Dynamite Ducks, Rick Dangerous, Switchblade, Torvak the Warrior, Monty Python's Flying Circus, the computer game, Impossible, Rick Dangerous 2, Carve Up, Chuck Rock, Heimdall, Chuck Rock 2, Son of Chuck, Curse of Enchantia. No wonder. This feels so similar to Curse of Enchantia, made by the same people. Hook, Thunderhawk, Jaguar XJ220, Wonder Dog. They've Darkmere, that's also a good game. But then came Universe at one point. Bubba and Sticks, okay. Dragonstone. Let's see, what else did they do? Big Red Adventure, Skeleton Crew, lots of Asterix games. The first Tomb Raider? They made the first Tomb Raider game. They are the people who made this game are the developers of Tomb Raider. 1, 2, 3, Last Revelation, Chronicles, the 2000 Tomb Raider, Curse of the Sword, Tomb Raider the Prophecy, Tomb Raider the Angel of Darkness. These guys, the Core Design has made tons of awesome games throughout the years. But they also made this shit. So no one says anything interesting or informative at all whatsoever, so you never understand why it was a good to do what you did, except that you got a new item from it. Yep, exactly. Yeah, Tomb Raider, I did just say so. None of those you listed have ever been favorites of yours, most never heard of. I've heard of all of them that I listed, and I have played many of them. And they're pretty cool games, a lot of them. They did a lot of platforming games like Chuck Rock. Fantastic platform, a lot of fun. Difficult, but a lot of fun. And it's going to be it is one of those games that I still need to live stream at some point. Who could have figured out that they should trick the potato alien into eating a rock and choke him to death, and then collect the blobs with the droid and give those to the hermit? Yeah, how? There was no clue, no indication that that is exactly what you need to do. To be precise, who could have figured out why to do that? Yeah, that is the biggest problem with these puzzles. Why are you doing even all of this? Does our hero know that he's supposed to be this legacy or prophecy? That he's to be the one to take down the Emperor? Has anybody told him this? He just goes to places and doesn't even question anything. He just accepts like it's a freaking Sunday walk through the park in the area where he lives. In Ashby, England. Nothing makes sense in this game. Just nothing. The game just throws puzzles at you, which you solve just for the sake of solving, blindly having faith that it'll help you complete the game. This makes it really hard to immerse yourself in the story. Exactly, that's why I hate this game. I can't get into it. Because nothing makes sense. The the protagonist is a freaking idiot and who doesn't seem to care anything. He's in a freaking different world with aliens and he's like, oh, this guy is a drunkard. This guy seems to be harmless. Oh, they're insidious kind of creatures. If I were suddenly in a place like this, I would be going all the time, holy hell, what is all this? This is one of the worst written adventure games ever. Who else agrees with me on that? That this is the worst written adventure game. The story doesn't make any sense. The hero is nonsensical. Whatever you do with all the puzzles are just dumb. Nothing makes sense in this world. I really don't want to play this game anymore. I really don't. Goblin, can you believe that the developers of this game are the people who developed the Tomb Raider games? These guys created Chuck Rock. Basically, none of your characters' actions feel like they amount to anything. Yeah, but somehow it progresses the story.
If there even is a story.
It totally has. Can you believe, Goblin? The same developers created Rick Dangerous 1 and 2. It's core design. They made Rick Dangerous 1 and 2. But then they had this shit come out. Why? Who thought this was a good idea? Who thought that this was going to be a good game? I just can't play this game anymore. It feels like a chore if I keep on playing this game. It's just, I'm just gonna be doing it. Yeah, they made Curse of Enchantia. That's why it felt like... That's why this game felt like I was playing Curse of Enchantia. Because it has the same kind of interface. Doesn't it? Right? Or am I completely crazy? Let's see, what did they make what other games did they make on the same year as this? Let's see, BC Racers, Corkers, never heard of them. Oh, but BC Racers is Sega. Heimdall 2, this, Banshee, Dragonstone, Battle Core, that's for Sega CD, Soulstar, that's another Sega CD, Bubba and Sticks, which is for the Amiga, and CD32. Didn't somebody suggest Dragonstone for me at one point? Because it's a... Yeah, it is on my suggestion list. It's a sequel to the other game that they made previously, Darkmere. And I have played Darkmere. It's a cool game. I really like Darkmere. I've been thinking that since the Dragonstone is in the suggestion list, I should play Darkmere first. Then go for Dragonstone. Because Dragonstone is a sequel. That's just what I'm thinking. This game suffers from atmospheritis, a fairly decent creative idea, written and implemented poorly. In that respect, it reminds me of the Rise of the Robots. Have I played Rise of the Robots? Oh. Well, anyway. Let's just leave this shit here. Yeah. And tomorrow... Damn. I'm in a spooky mood, apparently. I didn't put on the ceiling light. And sun is going down. Who made Phantom of the Opera? Don't know. Certainly wasn't core design. Fairly good atmosphere, piss poor game. And cool music. At least in universe. I don't know about Rise of the Robots. Fairly good atmosphere, piss poor game. Yeah. So tune in tomorrow when I'm gonna be playing... Who knows? It's Tuesday. I'm just gonna be playing random games. Whatever I feel like for the next couple of days. Why not? You know? Don't have to start a new series or anything. Just play games that I want. Remember to play Slime Rancher instead of this tribe. Yeah. Slime Rancher is a lot better game than this. Blob Ross is in it. Well, there's thousands of Blob Rosses in it. So. No, Blob Ross! Oh. He rolled around so much that he almost fell to the floor. Oh, Blob. Just stay there. Keep smiling. Keep everybody happy. But see you guys tomorrow. And take care of yourselves and don't wear it with your thumbs. Who knows what I'm going to be playing tomorrow. I have to think about it. Maybe check out the suggestion list and see if I can pick up something from there. But until then, I'll see you guys around. Bye.